Hi there, Jess in the Rada Kitchen. Thanks for joining me. Today we are going to make a seafood lasagna. We're gonna brighten it up with some fresh lemon and basil. And today we're gonna start with our garlic. So we are going to just chop up some garlic and get our red peppers prepped. And they are gonna go in our bechamel sauce. And we're just gonna chop up half of a sweet red pepper. So here in my pan, I've melted a half a stick of butter, and I'm going to add our chopped garlic and red pepper just to soften for a few minutes. So we've sauteed our veggies for just a few minutes, and to this I'm going to add some flour, and it's always equal parts fat to flour. So about 3 tablespoons. So 2.5 cups of liquid. I'm using 2% milk here just to cut out some of the calories. You could use half and half, and if you're really brave, you could use some whipping cream. And just give it another stir. To this, I'm adding a half a cup of Parmesan cheese, and I have some seafood seasoning, about half a teaspoon or so. To this, we're going to thin our sauce out just a little bit with some seafood stock, and if you don't have this, you can use chicken stock, vegetable stock, even some white wine. And then a little bit of freshly grated lemon zest. So the seafood that I chose to use for this lasagna is shrimp and scallops, these nice big sea scallops. And I'm just going to cut them in half. You could also quarter them, but I wanted to keep that width on there. And these are going to cook right into our sauce. So unlike our scallops, I have already cooked some of this shrimp. You could leave it whole if you wanted to. I'm just gonna do kind of a rough chop on it, so we have some different size pieces. So I'm gonna add those raw scallops into our sauce just on medium-low heat for a few minutes. And it won't take long for them to cook, and you don't wanna overdo it because we want them to be nice and tender. And then we'll add our shrimp. And we're gonna toss in the rest of our shrimp. You could do the same thing for the scallops and leave your shrimp raw and let it cook in the sauce. I just had this pre-cooked and set aside. I have 2 green onions here that we're gonna chop up. So here we have some fresh basil and some fresh parsley that we're going to chop up, and this is going to go into our ricotta cheese filling. Just gonna give it some nice fresh flavor. So let's take that herb and onion mixture and just dump it in. To that, I'm going to add just a little bit salt and pepper. We're gonna go ahead and layer up our ingredients, and I'm gonna steal some of that sauce from our pan. And I'm not trying to get a ton of the seafood on the bottom here. So our noodles don't stick. Now you can go ahead and scoop up some of our yummy seafood. Take our ricotta mixture. We're going to do another layer of our noodles. And after I boiled my noodles, I soaked them in cold water just so that they don't stick together. That's always a pain when they do that on you. Okay, another big seafood heavy ladle. Then we're going to do one last layer of noodles. And top it with the rest of our filling, or sorry, sauce. So just go ahead and dump the rest on the top. We are going to top this off with some freshly shredded Parmesan, and then it's going to bake at 375 degrees for about 20 to 25 minutes uncovered. So into our oven it goes, and we'll bake it until it's bubbly and delicious. So out of our oven, I have our delicious seafood scallop and shrimp lasagna, and you can see it's all golden brown and bubbly, and I just topped it with a tiny squeeze of lemon juice, and then of course just a little bit more of our fresh parsley and basil. We are ready to serve this. So I have my utility knife. I'm just going to come in here, and you want to allow this to rest for a little bit. And get a nice big portion on our plate. Oh my gosh, it smells incredible. There we go. Thanks so much for joining us today. Be sure to check us out at radacutlery.com and subscribe to our YouTube channel to get more great dinner recipes just like this one.